see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tag short.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. And that'll move the sticks. First down, up to the 40.
Really nice job there. They're setting an early tone up front. And listen, these small runs, these conversion runs, they don't seem like a big deal right now. But over the course of the game, expect this offensive play caller to use these downs to build off of. So what looks small now down the line could pay a lot bigger dividend.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The run up the middle is Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Rig alert, craft all 80. Don't check smash. Hey, motion.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey, Rich, gotta be lying.
Now Walker, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
2nd and 11.
70 Rangers.
Now they'll throw it with Milrow. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Milrow. It's complete. He's got it. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
Off the play fake, here's Milrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again, it's Milrow. Complete to the forward Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down. They'll run here with Walker. To break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. Defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Here's Walker. And this one blown up. Good serve. Drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits, what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set, ready.
Now it's Milrow. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On 3rd and goal, Milrow. Forced out to his right.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This is about as short as you can get. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
On the return, here's James. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Second and 10.
It's set.
From the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Downfield, got him, and he's got it. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Get set.
They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Reed Woolen brings him down.
Second and
6. Here's a 2nd and 6. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Boye Mafe. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Get set.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. The man, that is Jordan Watkins. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Play action, it's Milroe. He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Oops. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Milroe to throw. And that one incomplete.
This is teach tape. This is exactly how they teach defensive linemen to rush the quarterback. First order of business is obviously get a sack, get to the quarterback, disrupt the pocket. If you can't get there, get big in the throwing lane, and that's exactly why.
Milroe throwing on second down.
Let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
Third and 9.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Milroe going to throw it again. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Devondre Campbell brings him down.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 43, here's second and 8.
Crash! Hey, Crash! Crash all 80!
Once again, it's Walker. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third and 7.
Third and 7.
Here we go, shot!
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. That's his third catch for this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We're back to Seattle after this. All resting on the 9. First down and goal.
Here we go, 18, go.
Now Milroe. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Now it is 1st and goal.
Come on, come on. 60 by 6.
On the zone read, this is Milrow. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Milrow. That spot is A.J. Barner, the tight end.
He may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Will line up at the 3-yard line again. They'll try to punch it in on 3rd and goal. No place to run there. Good job by the D to stop them at 2. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks to attack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Now Watkins on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Gun. It's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It is 3rd and 10. Incomplete.
And his passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. first down. Flush to his right. He's going to run it. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Milroe. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Flush to his right. He brought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. The rookie out of Georgia, Michael Williams. The first-round pick making an instant impact. A sack here in the season opener. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now fair catch called for and taken, and that sets them up in outstanding field position.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That is caught side of the end zone. Jordan Watkins. Touchdown, 49ers. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Corey Horton now to return it. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on. Hit. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Let go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milroe. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
Ready? 10 through 11, 10 through 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
On second down, here's Milrow. Pass is completed to Cook. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. On the return, here's James. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Watkins motioning over. On second down, Purdy. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to be third down.
And you get a sense that in a really tight game like this, it's that one play that's going to tip the scales either way. So they come out swinging for the deep one on that one. They can't quite link up, but keep swinging. Keep generating those chunk plays, because typically in the NFL, chunk plays equal points.
Kittle is the man in motion. Third down. Purdy. Have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. The 49ers out to punt this one.
Formation for San Francisco.
So they return from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa!
6-yard line.
Unlock line. Here we go.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here's a second and 12.
Here we go. Set.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
On third down, Milrow. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. sees it, and it results in a first down.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Let's go. 19, 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Campbell. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A big-time play for the Niners. 31 yards.
I love this play call, Mike. You see it so often. They say after sudden change, take a shot. Now, if you're the defensive side of the ball, you have to be prepared. You know that's what NFL offenses love to do. In this case, they either weren't ready for it or they were unable to stop it. But either way, big pickup here right out of the gate to get this drive started.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. This will be from 42 yards out. He pushed this one to the right. No good. And they'll remain out front by 1.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
Hop 70, hop 70.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Okay, ready?
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Ready? 19, ready?
Now it's Milroe. Quick throw, taken in, and that's a first down. It'll be a gain of 8.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
65. Come on, come on. Hey, press all 80. Pass 11. Panther 11.
To the air, it's Milroe. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
To throw again is Milroe. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Derek Hall working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners' first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Get set, get set. Right around set.
Again in the air for Purdy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And He'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 29-yard line.
Give to Walker, running right. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now a run and maybe a reverse here, but no, he keeps it himself. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun is Darnold. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Kevin Gibbons in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, that might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. So Sam Darnold, career touchdown pass 99. He's 1 away from 100, but that's number 1 as a Seahawk. And the Seahawks with another big moment. They'll try to add the 2-point conversion here.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing, Darnold. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they pick it up. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass, but he's not going to be able to get rid of this. He's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Watkins motioning over. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's fourth down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. Brings up second down at the Niners' 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 5. They run with Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver are on the same page on that last pass.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
Result of the play is a
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
First and 10. Purdy. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
first down, San Francisco.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Purdy. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
wide on the RPO. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Throwing again is Purdy. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Kittle is the man in motion. On third down, it's Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needs to be fast.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
He's to the 45. He is tough to bring down. A big one there on the ground.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Here's Walker. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Third down and 9. They'll drop to throw. Out to his right. He'll try to run for it.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
Already know I got go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10. The run up the middle. It's Walker. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
9-yard line.
The Niners will use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And it won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
It's 4th down.
So, it's a win here for the Seahawks. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks, as we say, so long from Seattle.